What's going on, guys? I'm just munching shit real quick before this Matoja Game Rot fight. So, excuse me if the mic is muted so you don't have to listen. I'm excited though. It's been a big break, 2 weeks away. I'm keen to get back into it. I've been watching the whole event before this, but first fight of the stream. Okay. Let's do this. All right, everything's ready? Cool. Music is gonna stop. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Mixed Martial Arts channel. We're here today to watch Matoja Game Rot versus Ludovic Klein. Crazy matchmaking. Ludovic Klein is unranked. Matoja's number 7. They stay disrespecting Matoja Game Rot, but it is what it is. Here we are. Let's get straight into it. Round 1. Let's go. Okay. Alright, to me this is just Game Rot's fight to lose, because Ludovic's got great grappling and good striking, and if you can defend Game Rot's striking and you have good, if you can defend Game Rot's grappling and you have good striking, you're gonna struggle. Game Rot's gonna struggle. Even though Game Rot's so good and Ludovic Klein is not a ranked fighter, this is a tough matchup for Game Rot. Or maybe not a tough matchup for Game Rot, but a good matchup for Ludovic Klein. There's a lot of guys in this top 10 that would fuck Ludovic Klein up. I don't know that Game Rot's one of them. Styles make fights, you know? I mean, but to be fair, if Game Rot loses this, then it's you know, it justifies the matchup being made, right? So far, Game Rot is controlling the octagon, pressuring. He's much taller. He's being the one that's pushing Ludovic Klein back the whole time. It's all striking based so far. No clinching or takedown attempts yet. But Klein is very active on his feet. He's bouncing around the outside of the octagon. He's not letting Game Rot corner him. If he does get cornered, he quickly dips out to the side immediately. So far, it's been a minute and a half. Oh my god! I can't tell if Game Rot just dropped or if he got dropped. I think he might have just squatted down at the same time as he got hit with a jab. It looked like he got dropped. That was a bit crazy. And again, Gamrot's in on this takedown attempt now. Double leg for Gamrot. Gamrot is trying to turn it into a back take. Ludovic's trying to defend this. He's not doing well, though. Gamrot's getting there. He's isolated a leg. He's got one leg locked up with Ludovic Klein up against the cage, posted up on his hands and knees. Oh, some nice... I guess that's ground and pound from Gamrot, you know. Klein's up to one knee, trying to fight the hands and get up to his feet. He's grabbing the fence there. Knees to the body for Gamrot. Slamming them into the back of his ribs. Ugh. Still got his hands locked around the waist, Gamrot does. Klein's fighting it. He's got his legs spread real wide. He might get flipped over to his side here if he gets suplexed or something. You gotta watch, because all of his weight is bladed down onto his two legs. If Gamrot can get beneath him here, he's going to be able to lift him right up. Oh, we tried. 2 minutes remaining. Klein's had little to no dominance in this round at all. Nice shovel uppercut shots there from Gamrot. Underneath the armpit, looping him under. Oh. Gamrot kicked his leg out from underneath him. That was nice. He's got him down to a knee again. Klein's fighting these hands, though. He's like staying focused on the task at hand. Even though his legs are getting kicked out from him like no tomorrow. He's just holding on to the hand fight. Oh, he lost it. He lost it now. Now he's lost a hand fight. Gamrot's got his hands locked. Jesus Christ. Gamrot's slamming knees into his back. I've seen the knees to the back of the thigh. You know, I don't know if I've ever seen someone slam knees literally to your back. Oh, Gamrot's trying to drag him down, but Klein is somehow staying on 2 feet. Barely. Now he's down. But Gamrot's not underneath him, so Klein might be able to stand up here. Oh, he's trying. Gamrot's got his weight all on top of Klein, but Klein's down on 2 knees now. Yep. This is good for Gamrot. It's been a good round for Gamrot in general. I'm a little bit surprised at the lack of takedown defense ability from Klein. I guess I conflated Klein's good ability to sit on top position and be dominant in grappling exchanges that he's had in his past fights. I kind of conflated that with good takedown defense, so I guess that's a bit of a stupid take from me. But I mean, to be fair, he is still not getting taken down by Gamrot, which is fucking not normal. Sarukian got taken down by Gamrot, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Klein is still yet to go any further down than on his knees. He's not landed on his back or on his hands and knees with Gamrot on his back properly yet. Gamrot's getting close to it now. He was going to hook in and really climb on his back, but it's the end of the round. Very well played. Very well played by Gamrot. It was a good round from him. It was a safe round. It wasn't actually the most boring considering he played it very slowly. I would have expected a round like that to be a lot more boring. Okay, round 2, let's go. Oh, nice body kick there from Klein, but Gamrot caught it and turns it into a single leg. Klein is defending this takedown crazily. His legs are literally going in opposite directions right now. This is crazy. What the fuck? Oh, the flexibility of Klein there was impressive, but he still ends up in bottom position. That was good from Gamrot. Gamrot's trying to pass guard. He gets his into half guard now. Nice. Klein's in a bad position here. He's got his hands. He's got a head and arm choke. Yeah. Gamrot's sitting in this position with his head and arm isolated, trying to get into. Nah, that's good. Klein got his guard back. He's in full guard now. Oh. Gamrot's trying to rain some elbows from top position here. Just some ear clubbing ones from Klein there. I need to see Klein get up from this, man. He's getting absolutely dominated in this fight. This is what I expected to happen, to be honest. But like, I was kind of hoping that Klein would be a little bit better. And like I said in the last round, I guess, he's not getting absolutely dominated. He's making it really fucking difficult for Gamrot to get anything done here. But it's got to be more than just making it hard to get shit done. You know, you got to actually make it so that the guy is not advancing on you and not getting these positions. Even if he's not doing anything with these positions, you still let Gamrot get on top of you, you know, and you're not getting out from underneath him, which is not good. It could be worse, but it's not good. Jesus Christ, Gamrot's trying to pass into side control there, I think. He is getting smothered, DC. He is getting smothered, yep. It was a nice shot there, right hand from Gamrot on the ground. Landed to the temple. Again. Oh, nicely. Gamrot ripped the body and then head there. But again, we're just stuck in full guard here. Gamrot's not managing to advance position. Nice elbow from Gamrot. Gamrot's not really getting any closer to these head and arm choke positions either. Like, and if he is, he needs to pass into side control, which Klein's got you in full guard. Nope, in half guard now. And he's actually got this head and arm isolated as he passes across to the side. Oh, he didn't have it good enough, though. He lost it, yeah. Or he maybe didn't lose it, but he decided not to commit to it because it wasn't in properly. He's going for it again. Oh, he wants full mount. Gamrot wanted full mount, and Klein used it to escape. That was good. During the transition, Klein manages to get full guard back. Very solid. This is a relatively boring fight for like the ways that it's playing out, but the areas it's in is pretty entertaining. Like this is a very active ground and pound exchange, you know what I mean? And we're changing positions a lot. There's a lot of advancement attempts. This would be better if we were seeing more dominance from Gamrot, but even with Klein managing to kind of shut him down a lot and not really let Gamrot dominate him on the ground here as much as he is just always in the better position, it's still pretty entertaining. A fight like this would normally be a lot more boring, but they're very active. Even Klein off the bottom is throwing so many strikes. Oh, big elbow there from Gamrot. The only thing I'm going to complain about is I really would like to see this positional advancement from Gamrot be way more effective, because he's doing fucking horribly at getting half guard and full mount here. He just keeps getting forced back into full guard. Gamrot's off now, though. He's not in on this takedown anymore. Klein's got him up on his feet, and Klein's just swinging up kicks at him. Manages to roll over to his hands and knees, but Gamrot gets onto his back. Hands locked around the waist for Gamrot. He's going to try and drag Klein down, get underneath him. Klein gets to the fence. That's nice. That's good. He needed that. It's been a really dominant 2 rounds for Gamrot, though. I know I've been saying not dominant, but it's still dominant. It's just that I feel like Gamrot should be doing a lot better than he is, especially with the kind of positions he's getting Klein into and the lack of actual control and output that Klein has been able to instantiate. Wow, they both went for head kicks within the clinch there. That was kind of crazy. Back on the feet, though. In the center now. This is what Klein wants. But Gamrot just connected on the feet there, yeah. 20 seconds left in the round, though. Even though we're on the feet, I don't see Klein doing anything with this. Tried a head kick. Gamrot blocked it. Body kick from Klein. Whoa! Klein tried a wheel kick there, and it was really fucking heavy. Actually, it was more of a spinning back kick, but kind of like a wheel kick to the body. He threw it like a wheel kick, not a spinning back kick. But for some reason, it was like abdomen level rather than being up at head height. I'm live with the stream now. I was behind by like a minute, but now I'm live. Sorry that my camera keeps flashing like that, by the way. It's just me trying to get my voice to be in line with the video because it falls behind. It falls out of sync. I don't know why. It's still doing it now. Good. That's better. Thank you. Round 3. Let's go. All right. Oh. Jab there for Klein. That was nice. Nice right hand there for Gamrot. Let's see how long this stays on the feet before Gamrot shoots. Nice low kick there for Gamrot, and then Klein returned, and Gamrot used that opportunity to throw a head kick. Kind of connected with it too. Ooh, Gamrot shot for a takedown, and Klein's managed to... what's the word? What's the word? Stuff it. Jesus Christ. Sprawl. Klein sprawled on him. Oh my god, Klein tried a left overhand there, and then he threw a left head kick behind it as well. Jesus. Klein's arsenal is very, very good. I like the different kinds of weapons you're showing and throwing, but it's not enough because it's not connecting on Gamrot. You're using all this energy and showing all your weapons, and it's not actually hitting him. It's like worst case scenario. You actually have good weapons, and they're not connecting. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, camera. Stop falling behind. Oh! Gamrot's stuck in a bad position here. Really good sprawl from Ludovic Klein, and he's got one underhook. And he's all the way down in this sprawl. Almost flat. Gamrot's down on one knee. He needs to try and slip out of here. There we go. He slipped out the back door. Back on the feet now. That's a good confidence booster for Klein, though. He needs to get a finish in this round, though. We can't win by decision. Jesus Christ, that left high kick of Klein keeps coming up. It landed that time as well. It wasn't too flush, but it landed. Gamrot tried a right head kick. Got blocked. They get a bit scrappy in the clinch there. This is getting a bit brawly on the feet here. Klein's still pushing the pace as well. After he's been on his back for like the whole time. Fighting. Oh, nice right hook there for Gamrot. Left hook for Klein. Double jab there for Gamrot. Clean with it. Clean left head kick for Klein there. Gamrot got his hand to it, but I think it was too late. I think Klein landed that. Nice right hand straight down the middle for Gamrot. Ooh, 1-2 for Klein, just missed. That left straight at the end of it was so fucking powerful. If it had landed, that would have been nasty. They're starting to get a bit tired now, yeah. Oh, big left overhand for Klein. That was nice. Gamrot ate it, though. Gamrot's backing up now, though. Klein's the one controlling the octagon here and pushing Gamrot back up against the cage. I'm waiting for Gamrot to shoot out of desperation in a second here. That was a nice 1-2 for Gamrot. Big left hand over the top for Klein, but a right hook in return for Gamrot. Damn, dude. Gamrot's like chin is high, but he's still managing to land some of these shots after he gets clipped, which is kind of necessary for him. Body kick there for Klein. Minute 30 left. This is Klein's round, but he needs a finish, not... You know, Gamrot won those first two. Oh, single leg for Gamrot. Klein almost defended it. Not quite. Not quite. That was close for Klein. He almost managed to defend it, but Gamrot gets into full guard here. Tries to pass into half guard. Failed though. If Klein can't get up here, this is the end of the fight, obviously, because he needs a finish. But even if he doesn't get up in the next like 30 seconds, I don't think he can win it because I don't see him getting a finish in 30 seconds. I can see Gamrot getting really hurt and then just like managing to survive if he does get up and manage to go for a finish. Gamrot would survive it. Klein might get up here. He's getting real close. Nah, Gamrot manages to maintain control. He floated on top. That was nice. It was a full, like, almost like an Imanari roll kind of thing where like he tried to do a roly-poly in the middle of this takedown attempt. He's trying to do it again here. Yeah, Klein goes for it again. Imanari roll. But he ends up, yep. Gamrot's just floating on top. Manages to stay in there. It's really impressive. $30 seconds left. Yeah, Gamrot has won this. Klein cannot win this. He needs to be back on his feet, and he's too tired as well. Even in the last 30 seconds before he got taken down there, he was really slowing down. He was really dropping the power he was throwing with. He's still connecting with some powerful stuff, but it wasn't enough. Nowhere near as good as he was at the start of round 3. Damn, Gamrot's on top of him, just raining elbows here. Ground and pound shots at the end of the fight. It's a good look. I could even see Gamrot winning this third round. I don't think he did. I feel like I give it to Klein, but I wouldn't be surprised if I see a judge give Gamrot that third round. This just proof it was a dumb matchup to make, man. This was a silly matchup. You should be giving Gamrot your fucking number 10s and like where's my Gamrot versus Benoit Saint Denis or something, or my Gamrot versus Michael Chandler. Like where are these fights? Why is Gamrot getting given these terrible fucking matchups? Gamrot's like the Movzar Evloev of the division, except he's not undefeated. But he's the one that gets given retarded matchups that make no sense for him at all, unfairly, constantly. Like, let's look at lightweight. The rankings right now. Matoja's number 7. Pimblett's 8. Why don't you do Gamrot versus Pimblet? Why don't you do Gamrot versus Dariush? Why don't you do Gamrot versus Moicano? Why don't you do Gamrot versus Fazeev? You should have rebooked that fight, Gamrot versus Fazeev. If you're going to make Gamrot fight down and fight anyone, book him versus Fazeev, you fucking idiots. That fight should have happened again. Why don't you do Gamrot versus Michael Chandler? He's number 12. Gamrot versus Ben Wiles, he's number 13. Gamrot versus Grant Dawson, even. That would have made more sense. But you do Ludwig Klein, who's unranked. Doesn't make any sense. He's in like that 15 to 20 rankings, Ludwig Klein is, sure, but... Nah, man. Because Gamrot's last fight was for... was Dan Hooker, right? All 3 judges 30-27. Yeah, fair enough. So I said I can see the judges giving... Oh, no, I said I could even myself score that 3-0 Gamrot, to be honest. All right, let's see Gamrot on the post-fight. I'm in the ranking. I took a guy without the ranking. Yeah, his last fight was Dan Hooker, yeah. I was aiming to finish this guy, but I can't. This was a dominant performance, clear rounds. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Nobody can defend my wrestling, my shoot. %96 takedown defense Klein had tonight, like before the fight. Wow. Yeah, to get taken down that easily and that many times when you got that good takedown defense just shows how good Gamrot is, man. I'm one of the best guys in the world. I want to prove it. Call someone out. Call out fucking Gaethje. Call out Gaethje or something, you know. You just fought unranked, dude. Like, you deserve a really high-level fight from this. At the very least, you deserve, like, someone ranked the same as you. Call out Gaethje, though. He should call out Gaethje. Everybody. He wants to fight Hooker again in the future. Paddy. I'm going to fight with Paddy. But if Benoit Centineo wants to smoke, another easy fight. Yeah. Gamrot. We needed some good Gamrot moments like this, man. He's not necessarily the most outspoken of fighters, but he actually gave a lot there. That's what I want to see from you, Gamrot. You're a fighter that suffers a little bit from a bit of a boring style at times, but you are very good at not having a boring fight. Boring style, not boring fights, though. I don't know if I've seen a boring fight in his career. Maybe I haven't. I'm just forgetting it. But like, Gamrot Tapology. Let's see, like, what, you know what I mean? Oh wait, I'm on the wrong thing. I don't think he's had... I mean, I might not remember some of his fights, I guess, but from memory, right? Like, this was a sick fight. I guess this might have been a weird fight. I don't really remember it, to be honest. This was a good fight. It ended early, but it was a good fight. And he was fighting fun there. This was a good fight. This was a good fight. This was a good fight. That's a finish. So even if it's not a good fight, too bad. That's a finish. That's a finish. And that's his first UFC fight. I don't think Emerald's really had boring fights. Maybe 1 or 2 in there. The Jalen Turner fight might have been kind of questionable. Same with the RDA fight. But, I mean, like, let's look at the actual stats of it, shall we? Like, I don't know if that's really fair to say. You know? Come on. So, yeah, his RDA fight was... Look how many... He got 11 takedowns. He got 100... He fucked him up bad in that fight, man. I'm surprised I don't remember this. Oh, that was on O'Malley versus Vera. Oh, yeah. That's why I don't remember it, because this was on the prelims, I think. This was 2 ranked lightweights, and it was on the prelims, right? Yeah. Yeah, no wonder I don't remember it. Like, I watched this, I don't remember it. I watched this, I don't remember it. I know that Kyler Phillips did well, but that's all I remember. Is that, like, that was his breakout fight that got him a lot of attention. I don't remember this fight at all. I only remember this because Michelle Pajeda did some retarded shit. I remember that fight, obviously. I don't remember this. I don't remember this. Yeah, that fight, this card was too stacked on the main card for me to remember any of it, you know? I remember this, obviously. 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 You know what I mean? But yeah, that's good shit for Gamrot. I'm actually quite happy for him. And I say this as a guy, I'm not going to call myself a Gamrot hater because that's far from the truth. But I'm not that big of a Gamrot fan. I've never loved him. I've always been like, oh, cool, Gamrot. Gamrot's fighting. Nice. That's a good... Like, I've never seen Gamrot fight and I'm like, oh, yeah, it's an okay fight, I guess. If I've ever seen Gamrot, even this, it's a Ludovic Klein matchup. He's unranked. It's fucking retarded. But I was like, oh, it's a Gamrot fight. That'll be fun. You know, that'll be a good fight. So I'm glad that Gamrot proved himself well and effectively in this fight, very efficiently. I wasn't actually done looking at the stats, though. I wanted to look at... Yeah, so he fucked him up there. This fight ended early. This fight was a split decision, which was kind of interesting. I don't remember it very well. Jalen Turner outstruck him in these, actually in every round, but did he get controlled in every round? Yeah, he did. So that's kind of tough. And these strikes are ahead, so it's like there's ground and pound, obviously, that's not being counted as significant strikes for Gamrot. But I guess you could say the same thing for Turner in the first round, right? And the second round. So kind of questionable. I guess that is a really close decision, hey. I don't think I've seen that. This is on 285. This is one of the first events I ever watched live, so I don't recall that event very well. I wasn't done, though. The Darush fight was good. I've seen that. Sarukin fight was sick. I've seen that. It's one of the most entertaining fights of fucking watching the UFC, dude. And these ones I don't remember, but they're all finishes. So, to be fair to Gamrot, he did well. And I'm actually excited to see Gamrot's next fight. I don't hate the idea of Gamrot versus Paddy. That's a great fight. Like, ranking-wise, let me quickly go back to this screen again, guys. Sorry. I think that that's a pretty good stylistic matchup. I would like to see it. I don't think they're going to make it, though, because I think they're going to want Paddy to be fighting, like, up here. You know what I mean? And Gamrot's down here. Paddy's here, right below him, so they would only be able to boost Paddy up to, like, maybe number 6 if he beat Gamrot. So I doubt they want to. Unless maybe they... No, they can't. I was going to say maybe they boost Gamrot a spot because he just beat an undefeated, an unranked guy, but it's Hooker that's above him and he lost to Hooker, so you can't. Yeah. He said Paddy. He said Benoit Saint-Denis. He said someone else as well, I forget. But those are the fights I like. Oh, he said he wants to fight Dan Hooker again, yeah. I'd like to see this matchup again in the future, but give me like 2 fights from each guy. Give me like Dan Hooker versus Gaethje or whatever the fuck we're going to do up here. And then one more fight for Dan Hooker, and then do this matchup. After Gamrot's fought one more person after the Ludovic Klein, then it's not a bad time to do that rematch then. Especially because it was a close fight, and it was 3 rounds. You can make it a 5-round fight. And at that point, these guys are probably going to be fighting for this position rather than this position, you know? So that's good shit. But I think next fight, arguably, like, I think he should have called out Gaethje. I don't think he's going to get the Gaethje fight, but I think that he should have said Gaethje. Because Gaethje, to me, right now, is the most call-outable guy in the top 5. He's going to retire. He's going to get a really big matchup with someone like Dan Hooker or Oliveira or Sarukin or Gaethje or someone like that, whatever. Oh, no, wait, Max Holloway's fighting Poirier, of course. Sorry, actually, I've forgotten about that. So they're both booked, and it's his last fight. He's not going to be fighting anytime soon because that's going to be a war. He's going to need time off after that. Gaethje is the most bookable guy. Even before the Ilya announcement with Oliveira, you still don't really give Oliveira down to these guys, you know what I mean? But dude, apparently Macy Barber's not ready to fight. What? No fucking way. Yeah, Macy Barber did miss weight. That's true. Macy's had health struggles leading up to this. Bro, she's going to be in so much trouble. Like, I get it. This is nothing, no shit on Macy, but she's going to get dicked by the UFC and career-wise if she pulls out of a main event right before it happens. You couldn't even tell them before the co-main started so they could act like the co-main event was the main event. Bro, if they straight up just cancel the main event 5 minutes before it happens, that is insanity. There better be some kind of just like locker room issue with Barber where it's like her gloves or something, or like her fight kit. But if it is health issues, I'm not gonna be like, what the fuck, you idiot. Like, but you have no one to blame but yourself, because your career is gonna take a fucking heavy hit from this if you pull out right before the main event starts. Like, that's so insane. That's such an insane fucking thing to do. Guys go in there with broken arms. Like, even if you're sick, it's a risky fucking move, man. Even the day before the event is like risky to pull out from sickness. You're talking about you're meant to be walking out in 5 minutes and you haven't told them. It was literally less than 10 minutes before her walkout and she didn't tell anyone. Maybe she did and they just didn't want to say anything until it was too late and they had to be like, well, the main event's meant to start now and we can't start it, so we'll let you know soon. But I mean, I'm sitting here watching a fucking short break in progress. Please stay tuned. Like, we're going to be back soon. So are they just going to come back and say, sorry guys, the main event's cancelled? Like, what? This is insane. Hold up. I need to see what other people are thinking about this, dude. Straight up. I need to see what other boys on their streams are thinking about this, because this is mental. Let me get my right thing pulled up here. Oh my god. Lorenzo ended his stream. Why did he end the stream? He always ends it in the middle of an event. It's so fucking weird. Again, I'm sorry for flashing that so often, guys, but it fixes the camera. Five minutes ago. Oh, we're back. Are they going to cancel it? What? It's been cancelled. Oh my god. They just cancelled the main event less than 10 minutes before it happened. Holy shit. Dude, what? DC saying, there's a medical emergency for Macy Barber. Everyone has also always felt like, I don't want to go out there. There's a medical reason why she's not cleared. Not cleared to compete. So the doctors aren't letting her. Me too, DC. I've never seen this. What the fuck? Apparently she's having real big health issues. I feel terrible for Erin Blanchfield, bro. She did everything right. Day of fight. Not even like, oh, you're not fighting tomorrow, sorry. Wow. Wow. Sorry for being in silence. I'm just listening to what they're saying. Damn. What a shitty way to come back after a fucking week off. Oh, there's Aaron. Aaron's just like, what the fuck, bro? Yeah, Aaron's got a smile on her face. She's like, what the fuck, man? Like... Erin Blanchfield has been saying, I don't know if she's going to make it to the fight. Wow. Holy shit. Oh, they're trying to get Megan O'Leary to talk to Erin Blanchfield. Yeah, I want to hear that. Absolutely. Wow. Imagine if this wasn't in the Apex. Yeah, that's what Laura Senko just said. I'm glad there's not 15,000 people here. Bro. Shambles! Hunter came in. This is Aaron saying this. She's having seizures? Erin Blanchfield just said that Macy Barber was having seizures and that's why they cancelled the fight. We got told 6 minutes till the walkout. I was warmed up. I was ready to go. Then we just got the news. They just came in and said, nah, go home. What a bizarre turn of events. Erin's saying she thought that, like, since Macy made it to the fight day, then she was like, okay, I guess we're good then. She's gonna be fine. Yeah. Okay. They just said, would you reschedule this fight? And Erin said, my coaches told me immediately, don't reschedule this fight. This is not a fight to reschedule. And I kind of agree. Yeah, like, do you try and get Erin to fight again in, like, a couple weeks or something? Or, like, she just cut weight. She was ready for 5 rounds. Yeah! I'd love another 5-rounder against someone else in the top 5. Yeah. Damn. Bro, I can't believe this. And so I did basically everything except get into the cage. So I can still grow from that. Yeah, that's true. She did her whole camp and, like, improved her skills and stuff, you know. Jesus Christ, alright, we're back to the boys. I wouldn't entertain her either. Yeah, DC saying I don't blame her for not wanting to entertain a rematch or a rebooking. I didn't think we've seen anything like this happen before. This is insane. Arman Sarukian was the day before. I guess it's different. It's a title fight and a pay-per-view, but still. Like, we've seen this happen before with prelim fights and stuff. Not a main event. If I'm wrong, let me know. I'd love to actually know of instances where that might have happened before, but GT seems to think it hasn't. Well, yeah. Macy didn't just say, "Oh, I can't fight." The doctor didn't clear her. It's different, but it's still insane. Like you wait until the very last second to let the doctor make that decision. You got to call that earlier yourself. And it's just like, I'm not blaming Macy, but there is no one else to blame. Is essentially what I'm trying to say here. Okay, yeah. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Natalia Silva versus Erin Blanchfield. Yep. Blanchfield has not fought Alexa Grasso, who just lost to Natalia Silva. I think you do Blanchfield versus Grasso. You probably do Shevchenko versus Natalia Silva and Grasso versus Blanchfield. Maybe Manon. Oh, she already fought Manon Fiorot, but wait, sorry. What did you just say, Brendan Fitzgerald? Valentina Shevchenko is going to be on the post show to react to what happened. Huh. Shevchenko's next opponent still to be determined. Yeah, Zhang Weili could be next for Shevchenko. It's got to be either Natalia Silva or Shevchenko or Weili for Shevchenko. Yeah. They are both walking away without making any sort of a statement. They're both top 5 fighters. They were hoping to beat another top 5 guy and be like, hey, I'm high ranked. I just beat a high rank. Give me a title fight. They can't just do anything. Not even like an injury that like diminishes the performance or something. It's just no fight. Yeah, DC makes a good point. It's like the weird thing about this, like this doesn't happen. It's like we just don't know what to do yet. Like we don't even have a response. I'm talking about their producer, Michael. I think that's the guy that's in the weigh-in show a lot. Oh yeah. Oh okay. They're saying that it's his birthday and apparently he handled this stuff really well tonight. Like the whole fucking fallout of this event. Dude, who would have guessed? Yeah, exactly. Brendan Fitzgerald's just mentioned a fight that he remembers where the guy didn't walk out when the other guy was getting ready for his walkout, and his opponent said, I can't walk," but it wasn't a main event. 316 next week. Yeah, it's a bit of a mid card, but it's got some big title fights on it. I'm keen to see Harrison beat the shit out of Pena and O'Malley versus Merab. Yeah, O'Malley and Merab are both better from their last fight. It's a bit weird to say that about O'Malley because we literally haven't seen him since then. But I mean, he's made huge changes to his his lifestyle and like training regime that he never really has done. He's not been a guy to make big changes like that throughout his career. Not really. At least not in the last few years. Well, that's the end of it. How insane of an outcome. They just cancel the event 10 minutes beforehand. Rip Macy Barber. She apparently was having seizures. That's insane. I hope she doesn't fucking have serious health struggles. I hope she gets back into fighting shape and returns. She's probably going to have to fight someone ranked like number 10 in the division, because even if you do come back, one, you're not getting a main event. Two, you're not getting a high-ranked fighter if you come back at all. That's what I'm saying. Like, not that the UFC would just be like, you're fired, but they would be like, there better be good reasoning for this. You better be apologetic, and you better be willing to take like a low rank fight or something like that, because you fucked the UFC over here. Bad. Really bad. You're so lucky this wasn't a crowded arena event and it was a fucking Apex card. Bro. God damn, brother. Well, just weird. That's all I got to say. Just weird, but that is what it is, eh? Next week, we got UFC 316. Rip Macy. Erin probably deserves a good matchup from that, because she showed up and did everything correct and got fucked over for it. Erin's going to suffer. That sucks. Insane. At least Gamrot versus Klein was a good fight, and it makes for a good main event. It's dumb that is the main event, but if they had announced that as the main event like a few weeks ago, people wouldn't have been that mad. I feel like people would have preferred that as the main event over Macy versus Erin, to be completely fucking honest. Like, I would have. Klein's not one of those guys where it's like, why is this unranked guy getting a ranked fight? Makes a bit more sense for Klein. It's less of a Taliesin Teixeira or a fucking who else? Benoit versus Poirier or something like that. It's less of a silly situation like that. Klein is one. Gamrot's fighting number 7. Is ranked number 7. 2, he just lost. 3, Klein has been on the edge of the rankings for a long time. 4, nobody will fight Klein, and 5, Gamrot can't get a fight either. So it made sense that fight happened. I just think that I really want to see Gamrot return to normality now in his matchmaking and just fight normal people. But yeah, it was a good event regardless. But how weird of a fucking occurrence, right? Let me know in the comments what you guys reckon. What should happen to who? Should there be any punishment for it? But yeah, strange occurrence of events. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. What a fucking weird card, man. What a weird card. The card itself was okay. I didn't hate it. As far as Apex cards go, especially. It was alright. Let me get the music going again. That's not what I want. Oh yeah, actually, I want to see this. I want to see what Guru thought about the thing getting cancelled. Let's see. Ready? Can you guys hear this? I don't know if you can hear this. I think you need this one to hear it. Yep. Here we go. Yep, cool. You can hear it now. All right. Go away, chat. What's he going to say? It's just laughing at it. Oh, God.
Thank you for the 2. Please go live at 10 a.m. USA Central tomorrow. I drive.
I wonder if he knows.
No, I'm good.
I wonder if he knows already at this point.
Maybe, but I don't know. Gamrot is the line between boring, fun wrestling.
Okay,
He's technical on the
I
feet.
don't think he knows yet.
For you.
Oh, wait, what?
Hurt an Indian on the feet. I'm sure he could hurt an Indian, but I know what you were going for, yeah. I'm sure he could wobble an Indian.
Okay, is this his reaction to the fight getting cancelled? This is no way he's just going to laugh at it.
Barber's not walking out to the fight.
There's no way he's going to laugh at it. He's not even mad. What did he say?
Cinema.
Cinema!
He's not walking out.
Bro said cinema!
Hold on!
Hold on, bro.
Come on!
I know,
don't
right?
walk out. Please,
Yeah.
for the love of God, don't walk out.
It's pretty funny, hey? Like, if she had walked out after the break, it would have been kind of like, oh, that was weird.
Hold on! Erin, Macy Barber is... Apparently, they were waiting for her to walk out. It's apparently not time.
Oh, it's time. She just doesn't want to. Oh.
Hold on!
Hold on there, sonny.
Now. He is fine.
hold
Only
on,
one way to
Sonny.
save UFC 100 gorillas versus Ian Gary. Winner gets his wife. All right. I'd rather watch you shadowbox in this lame ass main event. Let me oil you up, little bro. Bedtime cop Poirier impression, dude. Come on, dude. Cool, man. Come on, dude. Thank you for the 2. Did Sheva sparking these girls save women's MMA?
Okay. Let me skip forward to
Lit no effing. For putting out some.
After the break.
People forget, man. Macy lost a fucking happy warrior. I know she did. She did. They saved us. 5.4k more people in here than the Apex. True. 5k viewers. Somebody called Dan 50k gay. True.
Yeah, he'll walk in.
Gay.
Walk in on fucking 5 minutes notice.
They saved us. Well. The piggy finally went live again. What the fuck would you abandon us when there's no UFC and nothing else? People could have killed themselves, including myself. Thank you for the
nothing else to talk about.
Do
I
we
did
really
the same
need
thing.
this main event? Let's be honest. No.
No, we don't.
But it
We
would
didn't.
be fun at this point.
Gamrot versus Klein was fine
Cue the
main event.
music. War is
I still would
over.
have preferred to have it, but
This is why Gamrot versus Klein should have been 5 rounds. Land down under starts playing. Volk might step in. Wait, chat. I actually tweeted earlier, did I not?
tweeted what?
Time for the main event of this fight. Listen, I don't.
he tweeted time for the main event before Gamrot versus Klein. There's no way. Foreshadowing. Bro thinks he's fucking Isayama. That's the author of Attack on Titan, by the way. That was a nerdy reference.
Imagine Men at Work starts playing. Here comes Volk, dude. John Jones isn't a gorilla, but he could easily be off 100 men. True.
Okay.
The UFC live in action. No more.
Sorry. You just say John Jones isn't a gorilla, but he could beat off 100 men.
Imagine Men at Work starts playing. Here comes Volk, dude. John Jones isn't a gorilla, but he could easily beat off 100 men. True. This is the downfall of the UFC live in action. No more fit in place, don't need Apex. In big 2025, true. She saw some empty dishes in the sink. Okay. Macy Barber's like 5% downs. She does look a bit like Sydney Smith.
She does look a bit downy. Hey.
Thank you for the £2 that is the beefy one. My new name is Patrick Nelson from Bemis Point, New York, and I'm sexually attracted to my brother Greg Nelson.
Okay.
Impression of Ralph the Baker watching women's MMA for the first time. Impression is get Cody main event's over. Fishing boat ASAP. Yes. Still have nothing to say, Guru. Yeah, it's over. The main event's over.
Are they going to come back and confirm it? I think he's watching it now.
No main event.
He's got blue ball.
Shevchenko's in the crowd. Get in there. True.
True. No, not really, but yeah. Would have been crazy.
Best women's MMA fight ever. Right.
Best women's MMA fight ever. Because it didn't fucking happen.
Erin Blanchfield.
Just beat Macy Barber
Erin
without even
Blanchfield
stepping into
versus
the
Macy
octagon.
Barber might just go down
No!
as
No!
the greatest women's MMA main event of all time.
Because we were spared having to watch it. Absolute cinema.
Never have I been this happy
With the result of a women's main event.
MMA main event. This is next level excitement.
My lack of boredom has brought me to excitement.
Please make them all like that one. And the main event every week.
Every week.
The main event every week. Thank you very much for the best women's MMA main event of all time.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is the best outcome. Yeah. Thank you for the $2. It is the best outcome, true. It's why you don't make women's main events, yeah.
Yeah, low key, man.
Thank you for the 2. Gamrot strikes again. He did. Gamrot strikes again, dude. He didn't like the way Macy was looking at him backstage. He fucking zapped her.
It's my main event.
The card
My
for
main
Vegas
event.
tonight. True. Netflix, now we're good. True. Guru, it's time to start your own promotion. I don't know. First women's main event. Women's MMA main event to not go 5 rounds. True. Fight was cancelled. We're aware of that now.
Yeah, we know.
Thank you for the £2, Splio.
I love Guru's chat. Donations are always so fucking good. Y'all motherfuckers gotta get in
They're talking
this
over
chat.
Bruce Buffer.
Yeah, they are talking about Bruce Buffer, yeah. Y'all motherfuckers gotta get those funny donos in this chat. Alright?
Impression of Marab breaking Macy
Simple as
Barber's
that.
toe.
Alright, break.
Yeah, that was how he does it. He farted while it was in there.
Oh,
Fight was
okay.
cancelled.
Jesus, that was left field. Out of left field.
Dude, I know. Macy Barber is now 10 fights from a title shot. True. Good job. We put on the best women's MMA main event. We got it cancelled. We did this. Thank you for the $5. Gamrot versus Blanchfield being announced. Yes.
Game Rock to
Yes,
come
it
back
is.
out to keep fighting.
Thank you for the 5. Never have I had more respect for women than I do now. Ask Macy Barber. True. Is this the worst card of all time?
No. No.
It really is, yeah.
That was an alright
I'm so
card.
embarrassed for this pathetic promotion. The UFC has just tweeted Macy Barber's on her period. She can't fight. No, she didn't.
No, they didn't. She had a medical
So
emergency.
no scissoring, no.
No.
Don't skip my impression, Guru. I don't know what it is, dude. Just say it again rather than... I need to check back. I can't check back at this point. There's too many. Chaz Skelly Emma's was even worse. Yes. That was worse, to be fair. Thank you for the £2. Did he do it on the walkout or some shit? This will go down as the fight card of all time. This should have been a loss due to forfeit. It should have been. No
Probably.
joke, those disgusting fake tits gave her some kind of health scare. You not only ruined your body, but your career on some... Did she really get some fake ones? Oh, she did get fake
really?
tits. Why wasn't I alerted about this? Consult...
Sorry. What's that? She's fake tits. Why was I not informed?
about this decision making. Why wasn't I alerted about this, or even consulted about this decision making?
Consulted, as if he was gonna have a say. Stop this serious face. I know you're not serious.
Oh, she did. What the fuck? They look terrible. Cut barber on the spot, or in Blanchfield wins by inducing PMS. Have I got
Inducing
consent on
PMS.
here? No. Just say it in that one, man. Fucking hell. Don't start annoying me at this point. Greatest women's main event fight I've ever seen. Thank you for the 2. Dana booking Jones versus Barber next. Good luck. Turns out the doc said Barber's eyes were too close together to fight. Alright, never stopped Darren Till's title run. Gus.
I'm just gonna roll it.
Gustafsson versus Erin on short notice.
Gustafsson, the other guy that got
Sure.
his fight cancelled
Dana
earlier.
School for making a trash women's MMA main event. She had a seizure. CT Volk stepping up on short notice
She did have a seizure.
versus Blanchfield. Erin just said Hunter said Barber had a seizure.
Mm.
Okay. Blanchfield versus Barber being cancelled has getting out of school for summer break vibes. It
Bro just got told he gets an early mark from his fucking Friday shift at work, brother.
Ricardo. Alright. Dana just called up McDonald's to see if Molly's at work tonight. Thank you for membership, Splio. I appreciate you. Thanks. Don't let this distract you that Jones is
See
still
if
ducking.
Molly can come and fill in off her Macca shit.
He is still ducking, yes.
Oh. Molly McCann at Macca's, bro. Oh. Molly McCann, you come in on 1 hour notice. Like at 5 minutes notice. She's working at the McDonald's inside
Dana explaining tonight's card.
the casinos at
Yeah,
Las
we
Vegas.
just took a shit on the whole Apex. Delta and Ngannou reviving Macy Barber backstage. No. Thank you for the...
Dr.
Have
Ngannou.
you tried running her over?
Oh, no! No, you can't say that!
Barb slammed Macy too. Armin and Macy dapping up backstage.
the pull out king and queen.
True.
Alright, I think I've about had enough.
Something. Someone said unprofessional or something. Is Ilya the perfect fighter? Eastern grappling plus women's MMA main event mentality. Yes, he is. Also funny how the UFC is cooked now. Women's MMA main event gets cancelled. True. Very true. It's disgusting. Guru hasn't been this ecstatic for someone's medical emergency since Gaziev's heart attack. I know. Gaziev's heart attack will never be dropped. Thank you for the $5 Canadian.
Bro quit on the stool due to obesity.
She shat herself. Yeah. Well, I would have got that one right as well. That's a shame. 100 million bets, anti-guru, year to date.
Just to shat herself, yeah. Sure.
And it's 211. All right. Thank you for the $5, John Miller. Thoughts on Strickland slander on Aiden's stream? He went after me a bit, but it wasn't even that bad, so he's just trying to show. In Jones versus Aspinall. Yeah, mate, he just fucking shit. Aspinall's reaction to it. Happens in Jones versus Aspinall, assuming that fight after me. What would your reaction be if this happens in Jones versus Aspinall, assuming that fight happens? Also an impression of Aspinall's reaction to it. Yeah, mate, he just fucking shit his pants, mate. Dude, if that actually happened and Jones didn't walk out.
I'm not watching the sport anymore.
Cinema. I wouldn't shut up about it for the rest of time.
Yeah,
Gamrot broke
I'd
the
be
fucking
furious.
feed, sent them to an ad break to stew on it. Voodooed Barber and said, I'm main event. Fucking Chad. Hey, Randy, nice. And then he went and found some like little mouse and he called it Stuart. Thank you for the 5. Hey, Randy, nice Burks, bro. Thank you for the 5. Dark Age of the UFC. Yes. I missed the main event. What happened? Oh, it was a war. Actually a fucking war.
Don't worry, bro. We all
everyone's
missed it.
Obsessed with basketball. I live to see when the UFC gets that much attention.
I know,
How
right?
can they casuals won't watch and instead of putting on good cards with we get this?
Yes.
Thank you for the $10.
Cards like this is what keeps people from being interested in this sport. 100%. You don't get NBA games that play like this and just shit. It doesn't happen. So.
Yeah, everyone's obsessed with basketball.
Like, you might get a boring game, but like, you know what you're getting. You come into a UFC event, you could get 14 fights, fucking 10 finishes, 9 of them in the first round, you know? And then the other 4 are decisions. One of the decisions gets fight of the night or something, you know? Like, that could happen. Or you could get a fucking 10 fight card where one fight gets cancelled, there's 3 finishes, and 2 of them are like 3rd round finishes. And then out of those decisions, like 3 of them are split decisions. You know? Those 2 cards are opposite, but they can happen in back-to-back weeks. So it's why it's a really hard sport to get people involved in if they're expecting to get something the same every week, because you won't. Especially like if you get a shitty Apex on the back of a fucking UFC 317 or something like.
These days. I don't know. It is what it is, man. There goes a great fap. UFC's in shambles. She has a seizure. Early stoppage. Macy was just getting started. Damn. Thank you for the $10, Vic Romano. People forget, man, Vanderlei got put out cold by Crazy Horse and went on to have CTE. True. No one talks about Abel Trujillo and Takeya Mizugaki anymore. Will that happen to the fun fighters of today? Hooker and Poirier. Those are going to live on, I hope. Dana explaining to the wife how women ruined the main event. So far, true. Top 5 cursed UFC cards. 6 fights cancelled, yes. Macy Barber booked against Armin Sarukian.
Yeah. There was so many fights
cancelled. Talk about how much of a douche Cruz is for saying Aspinall shouldn't demand his undisputed title shot. Cruz is a fucking retard sometimes.
Cruz is a faggot.
Understand. He seems smart, but then some of the things he says are the dumbest.
Fucking idiot. I can't stand him.
And there's just no in between.
I think Dominic Cruz is the worst commentator in the entire UFC. I think he's fucking horrible. Horrible. I'd rather listen to Joe Rogan and DC do their Roganisms and DC-isms and be biased than listen to Dominic Cruz for a fucking second. I love Rogan and DC. It's just that you have to accept that they do say some dumb stuff sometimes. They're like very set in their ways of like the way that they've understood the sport. They've been watching the sport since it was very early. stages. They say shit that's not necessarily relevant these days anymore. They like to give a lot of credit to things that isn't necessarily something that you should be paying that much attention to these days with the way that we score fights and stuff. But Dominic Cruz is just a fucking idiot, man. He just says shit that's like, how can you even come to that conclusion in your head, let alone feel confident enough to say it out loud, let alone say it out loud and then not immediately be like, actually, I want to take that back, guys. What I said was a little bit irresponsible and dumb. Nah, he just says dumb shit constantly. It's fucking obnoxious.
With Cruz. Didn't watch what happened with the poo.
Happened with the poo.
What happened with the poo?
He got flushed, mate.
Won by decision.
Oh, who's the poo?
Just outlanded him every round, pretty much.
Who's the poo? Who is the poo? Oh, who's the poo? Oki? Because he's a black guy? That's the only... Like, that ain't me being racist. That's just like, who the fuck are you talking about if you said the poo? You're talking about the colour of his skin? How is Jordan Levitt the poo? Is he the poo? But he said he got outlanded in every round, so it was a decision fight he's talking about. It wasn't Ardeline. It wasn't Nascimento. Was it Zachary Reese? Was it Ketlin Vieira? It wasn't this one. I had no idea.
It was a good performance. Not even a 2.
Who's the poo?
I lost via taking too long washing the dishes. Okay.
Okay.
Impression of Tito thinking the fight actually happened and it was a war. What a fucking absolute crazy fight. Chelsea Chandler running in the cage with the cartoon sound effects is my favorite UFC moment. True. Thank you for $5. Why is Brahim such an underdog?
I don't know.
I don't know. He shouldn't have been as much of an underdog, but he should have lost. But he won. MMA on point, about to drop the top 10 latest pullouts. 2025 is the year of the vets losing and retiring Jones. Yes. Is it time to jump ship to 1FC? No, it's even.
No, it's fucking not.
Prime Fedor versus Prime Aspinall. Prime Stipe versus Prime.
1FC is terrible. UFC is the only event, the only promoter that manages to keep their events together. 1FC falls apart constantly. Their fighters are too inactive. They don't get to defend their titles properly. They've got bad like setups for their events in terms of like their hydration and their like weight cuts and stuff like that. They've got different systems in place that's meant to be better, but it's not that necessarily just better. It's just different and has its own issues. Bellator and PFL are the exact fucking same, and there's no one else that's challenging them. Cage Warriors is better than all of them, and that's owned by the UFC.
I'm Tom. Tom wins, no matter what. The fight night has now turned into a podcast. Yeah, and we're literally just watching these three yap at a fucking desk about the fights.
Well, what a weird outcome. It is what it is, hey? It is what it is. At least we got some funny fucking reactions from Guru and his chat, so I'll take it. What a weird event, but hopefully next week's better. Fucking rip Macy Barber. Well, that's going to be the end of the stream, guys. Hope you did enjoy. I know it was a weird one. I literally only watched one fight, technically. Live on stream at least, but it's what it is. I wonder if they're going to re-promote this event. Like if they're going to change it to say like it's called like UFC Gamrot versus Klein or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I guess we'll see, hey. But anyway, thanks for being here, guys. I hope you did enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you next week for UFC 316. Be sure to join me. I'd love to have you there. Thank you, guys. And ciao. Have a good one, yeah? Goodbye.